After the eye-catching, exhilarating football of Martinez's first season in charge, he oversaw one of the worst campaigns since the early days of David Moyes' reign. 25 points worst off, and spent a large part of the season hovering just above the relegation zone.
The Europa campaign was absolutely fantastic, but we just couldn't translate that into league wins in the Premier League. It didn't really start till about February, when it was more about survival in the Premier League rather than trying to get a European place. Not many standout performances either. Romelu Lukaku obviously got 20 goals, but apart from him, there wasn't really much else. John Stones, Phil Jagielka probably stand out at the back, but elsewhere, very, very poor.
Fundamentally this season, Roberto Martínez needs to silence the critics who argue that his first season was basically a case of just building on the solid foundations that have been left behind by David Moyes.
He always wants to play football from the back, and that's fantastic to watch, but there are times when that catches up on some of the players. You look at Roberto and you just think, get back to basics, just defend properly.
With no investment at the top of the club or progress on a new stadium, the main issue off the field this summer is keeping hold of the core of the team.
Over Bill Kenwright's time as the chairman, a big issue has been the constraints of Goodison Park, which is a lovely old home, but is still a bit of a relic from its 1892 origins, and 2 proposals to move to a new stadium haven't come off. That has constrained Everton's ability to make money.
In terms of strengthening for next season, I think left midfield is a massive hole, and also a number 10 player. Everton are great going through the gears and going through the stages of the pitch, but it's that final ball, it's that killer pass into the strikers, you know, that's the ball that creates goals. We've got to try and find a player who can provide the bullets for the likes of Romelu Lukaku.
Barkley, Martinez and Lukaku are just some of the individuals who need to step up next season and need to show that the debut season under Martinez was a true reflection of the talent and the ideas and the potential in the squad, and then that last season was the exception and not the other way around.
Obviously this is Roberto Martínez's 3rd season in charge of Everton now. The first season he was absolutely messiah on Merseyside, he walked on water. Last season a lot of fans started questioning whether he was the right man for the job, and I think some of those doubts still hold. He's probably got till about Christmas for a lot of Everton fans. Not the majority, I think the majority is still behind him, but for a vocal few I think there are still massive question marks about the manager.
There is a progressive feel about the place and a lot of optimism going forward. I think off the pitch at Palace, they feel like a more established Premier League team now.